So you're welcome to this particular tutorial session. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to solve questions in PH without using the advanced log formula. All right, I'll be showing you how to solve questions in PH without using the advanced formula. Now, you know that nothing good comes easy, right? There is nothing good that comes easy. So for the fact that I'm showing you how to solve questions without using that advanced formula, it does not mean that you are not still going to do something quite tasky. Now, what do I mean by that? To be able to solve questions in PH without using the log formula, there is something you have to memorize, and it is this. You've got to memorize the log values from 1 to 10. That's the only task you'll be given. To memorize the log values from 1 to 10, log 1, 0, log 2, 0.30, log 3, 0.48, log 4, log 5. Yeah, this is the only thing you've got to do. All right. Knowing this, you can be able to solve any question in log without using the log formula. All right. You know that the log formula originally is for pH is equals to negative log. Then you have your h in the bracket like this, right? Now, this formula is a very good formula, but then the exam you might be writing, you might not be given the calculator where you draw. Okay, let's take a question so you get the idea. Let's take a question. All right, guys. Now look at this. The question says, what is the pH of 4 times 10 raised to the power 3 mole per dm cube in HCl solution? Now look at this, guys. I'm going to teach you how to solve questions like this, even when you are never using the calculator or the formula or anything at all, because sometimes in the exam there might not be time for you to solve quickly, and you just have to quickly guess the answer and just hurry up and leave there because your time is no longer by your side. So then what do? Now look at this, guys. Now look at this. Now you are given 4 times 10 raised to the power minus 3, right? What do is this? Maybe in the option you see something like A 2.4, B 2.5, C 3.0, D 5.3. Now watch. This is the value you were given. You will take the power, which is 3, all right, and arrange it in ranges. What do I mean? 3, for you to get to 3, it could be a range from 2 to 3 or a range from 3 to 4, right? 3 can exist in range like this, 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. You get now? Now, look at what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm trying to tell you that the first thing you need to do is that you bring the power, then arrange it in the form of a range, all right? The number you get before you get to 3 is 2. So you make it as 2 to 3, all right? Then after you leave 3, the next range is what? Is 4, all right? Because the power here is 3. That's why we are using 3 as a range now. So 2 to 3 is a range because you get to 3 before you get to 2. Then 3 to 4 is also a range because after 3, the next number is 4. So we are working with 3 because the power is 3. Now, how does this help us? Now watch. Usually, in most cases, when solving for pH, your value usually end up in the lesser range. Okay, your value usually end up in what? In the lesser range. So which means that any value that has to do with from 3 to 4 and above cannot be the answer. So guys, this one cannot be the answer. This one cannot be the answer. This one cannot be. Okay, this one might be the answer. So let's put these two in mind. So let's put these two in mind and see this and this now. That's A and B. We already know that these two can never be the answer. So we have this and this because it lies within the range. Although this one is more specific, A. So let's see how it goes. Now the question says, what is the pH of 4 times 10 raised to the power minus 3? So solution. All right. So I'm going to bring the value now. All right. Now, naturally, the formula we also to use is normal formula pH is equals to negative log, then into bracket h, right? That's the formula. But that will need us to put this entire value into log whatever and get the answer. But we will not be given the calculator that has that luxury. All right. So what then is the formula we are going to be using? This is it. It is pH is equals to n negative log A. All right. Then n is equal to what now? The power. I call this the power. Why A is the what? The base. All right. N is the power. A is the base. Now remember we are given what? 4 times 10 raised to minus 3. That is the value we were given. Okay. So now I'm going to bring down my formula and work with it. All right. So my pH is equal to what is N, which is the power. The power is what? This is the power. The power is 3. So I'll put it down, 3 minus log, what is the base? The base is a number here, the bigger number here, minus 4, log 4. All right. So then remember, I told you to memorize the logarithm table from 1 to 10. Okay. So you check, what is a log of 4? The log of 4 is 0.60. Okay. So it becomes pH is equals to 3 minus 0.60. So what I have to do, simply minus it. 3 minus 0.60, that will give us pH is equals to 2.4. So guys, that is the answer. Now let's come back to our prediction. Remember our prediction, we said the range will lie between 2.4 and 2.5. Why? Because it was from the lesser range 2 to 3. So this one is more accurate, which is A. So guys, this is the answer. Stay tuned. Let's take the next example.